Welcome to the autumn forest, where nature dresses in bright colors and is filled with magic. Today we'll go on a fascinating journey through this picturesque corner, where every step will be accompanied by the rustle of fallen leaves and the fresh aroma of the earth. Here, the rays of the autumn sun softly break through the treetops, filling the forest with warm light. They are like golden threads reaching to the ground, playing on each leaf and creating magical glare. In these rays, the forest comes alive in a special way, filling with silence and tranquility that touch the very heart. Light flows smoothly along the tree trunks, filling the space with soft shadows and a golden glow. The rays gently touch the ground, covered with a carpet of leaves, creating shimmering reflections on them. At this moment, you can feel how time slows down and the world around becomes quieter and quieter. The sun warms the forest, and its rays seem to remind us of the unchanging beauty of nature, its wisdom, and ability to give peace. Enjoy this moment. Feel how the light warms everything around and fills you with peace. And the sky seems like an endless dome, gently embracing the autumn forest. The sun's rays break through the treetops, shrouded in golden and orange leaves, playing with light on the branches and softly illuminating the ground. The wind stirs the treetops, and the leaves, as if responding, slowly swirl, falling down, adding color to this calm landscape. The sky above the forest is clear, painted in soft blue and pink tones, as if nature has decided to invite you to look at its grandeur from this unusual angle. Light clouds float high above the ground, slowly changing their outlines, adding a calm dynamicism to this frozen moment. From the ground, you can see how the sky and the trees interact, the light changing with each passing moment, reflecting off the leaves, creating shadows and warm highlights. Here, in this corner of the forest, everything seems to slow down, giving you the opportunity to simply enjoy the space and the peace. Looking up at the sky gives a feeling of freedom and lightness, as if you are connecting with nature, leaving all your worries behind. There's a deep harmony in this tranquility, where every moment is filled with silence and light. A stagnant lake in an autumn grove seems like a mirror in which nature has captured its bright beauty. The water is motionless, its surface perfectly reflecting the golden and crimson leaves, as if a second forest were spreading right underfoot. Leaves slowly fall from the branches, touching the water and leaving barely noticeable circles on its surface. The shores of the lake are covered with a carpet of multicolored foliage, which quietly rustles in the light breeze. The bright colors of autumn, yellow, orange, and red, contrast with the soft blue of the sky reflected in the water. In this silence, there's a sense of calm, as if nature itself decided to rest and slow down time. The lake stands quietly, as if lost in thought, and its surface seems to invite you to stop and enjoy the moment. The entire forest around is filled with soft light, and the sun plays on the water, creating subtle, shimmering reflections. Here, by the lake, everything freezes, and every sound, be it the rustling of leaves or the quiet splash of water, fills the space with a feeling of complete peace. In this corner of the autumn forest, among the bright colors and quiet water, you can find peace and deep harmony. Before you is a yellow leaf, entangled in thin threads of a web. It sways quietly in the wind, as if nature itself had carefully wrapped it in a silvery net. The web glitters in the rays of the sun, shimmering like precious threads intertwined with autumn foliage. Each drop of morning dew stuck on the web shimmers, creating small crystal pearls. The leaf seems to have frozen in this magical moment, keeping the warmth of the passing summer and the colors of autumn. The web gently holds it, not allowing the wind to carry it away, as if nature itself decided to slow down the passage of time. In this silence, you can feel how everything around has frozen, being in complete harmony and peace. Each vein on the leaf, each turn of the web, seemed to be drawn with jeweler's precision, emphasizing the beauty of simple but such significant details of the autumn forest. This small moment, a yellow leaf and a web, reminds us how nature finds a balance between movement and silence. Did you know that in the fall, an interesting process occurs in nature? Tree leaves not only change color, but also accumulate sugars, which makes their coloring more vivid. The colder the nights and the warmer the days, the more saturated the red and purple shades of the leaves become. This process not only creates picturesque landscapes, but also helps trees prepare for the winter, when they no longer need to interact so actively with sunlight. From a bird's eye view, a lake in an autumn forest reveals itself as a quiet corner of nature, covered with golden and crimson trees. Its surface, like a mirror, reflects the sky and treetops, creating an ideal reflection of the forest. The lake seems motionless, as if it's frozen, enjoying the silence around it. The shores of the lake are drowning in autumn colors, where every leaf plays in the light of the soft autumn sun. The sun's rays break through the light fog, giving the landscape even more mystery and tranquility. From above, it seems that the lake lives its own life. But there's no fuss in this movement, only a smooth flow of time. Small circles are visible on the water, traces of dewdrops or light touches of the breeze. Everything around the lake is immersed in harmony, where nature and its elements merge into one. This picture from above seems infinitely calm and peaceful, as if the lake and forest are whispering about their eternal peace. Also in the fall, animals actively prepare for winter, and one of the interesting facts is that squirrels create reserves of nuts and seeds, burying them in different places of the forest or park. However, squirrels do not always have an ideal memory. They forget part of their reserves, which helps the forest, since these forgotten seeds can germinate and turn into new trees. Thus, squirrels unwittingly play the role of gardeners of the autumn forest. The sky quickly floats over the autumn forest, as if in a hurry to show all of its changing beauty. Clouds, like soft feathers, quickly move across the sky, changing their shapes, and their shadows glide over the golden crowns of the trees. The sun's light sometimes hides behind the clouds, then suddenly illuminates the forest, making it brighter and warmer. The wind drives the clouds, creating a rhythm in which nature seems to breathe with the sky. From above, it seems as if the forest and the sky are dancing. One slowly rustles its leaves, while the other rapidly changes colors and mood. The sky is sometimes bright and clear, but in a moment, it can become slightly cloudy, giving the forest a special depth and tranquility. The clouds, spreading across the sky, seem to play with the rays of the sun, which sometimes disappear, then reappear, giving the forest their light. This rapid change of light and shadow creates a sense of movement, which, however, does not disturb the harmony of nature. The autumn forest, under this swift sky, is still calm, as if it were simply observing this eternal and beautiful change. A path in an autumn forest gently winds among golden and crimson trees, as if inviting you to take a walk through this quiet corner of nature. Each step along it is accompanied by the rustle of fallen leaves, creating a feeling of complete solitude and peace. The path is drowning in autumn colors. The leaves underfoot shimmer with all shades of yellow, orange, and red. Silence reigns all around, broken only by a light breath of wind that gently touches the tops of the trees. As the path goes into the distance, the trees become denser, creating a golden dome above your head. Walking along this path, you can feel how autumn slowly wraps up the forest, preparing it for winter rest. The sun's light, breaking through the crowns, plays on the leaves, illuminating the path with a soft and warm light. In this corner of the autumn forest, every step seems to slow down, giving you the opportunity to enjoy every moment. The path seems to lead deep into the forest, to a place where you can forget about everything and just be a part of this autumn harmony. Snow-capped mountains rise majestically near the autumn forest, creating a contrast between the warm colors of the foliage and the cold whiteness of the snow. Their snow-covered peaks sparkle in the sun, as if the mountains are keeping a winter secret, ready to be revealed with the onset of the first frosts. The forest at the foot of these mountains is full of bright yellow and orange shades, as if nature decided to combine two different seasons in one landscape. A light breeze carries coolness from the mountains, mixing it with the warmth of the autumn day. The mountain slopes are covered with a thin layer of snow, which sparkles in the sun like thousands of tiny diamonds. Near the forest, you can see how the snow gently touches the branches of the trees, creating a feeling of early winter. But the forest still lives in the rhythm of autumn. The white snow highlights the golden foliage, creating a landscape in which cold and warmth merge in perfect harmony. In this place, autumn and winter seem to be friends. Each season brings its own beauty to the overall landscape. The mountains, shrouded in snow, seem motionless and calm, watching the autumn forest prepare for winter sleep. A river flows through a dense autumn forest, gently curving at the foot of the mountains, creating a calm and peaceful landscape. Its water sparkles in the sun, reflecting the bright yellow and red crowns of the trees, as if in a mirror. The gentle current of the river flows around stones and snags, filling the air with a soft sound of the rustling water, which merges with the rustling of the leaves around. In the distance, snow-capped mountains are visible, towering above the forest, their white peaks highlighting the contrast with the golden foliage along the banks of the river. The forest around the river is dense. The branches of the trees bend towards the water, as if wanting to touch its surface. The leaves, falling slowly from the trees, float along the river, adding their crimson and golden hues to the flow. The river moves smoothly, but its flow is full of life, reflecting the autumn forest and the mountains that seem to guard this corner of nature. Near the mountains, the air becomes cooler, but the forest by the river still retains the warmth of the autumn sun, creating a cozy, calm space. Here, among the dense forest and majestic mountains, the river continues its eternal journey, filling the landscape with a sense of endless peace and harmony.